Hey man, let me ask you something. Have you noticed that the more you try to keep her close, the more she pulls away? You're texting her, making plans, showing her how much you care, and yet it feels like she's slipping further and further no matter what you do. You might be checking your phone all day, hoping for her reply, replaying the last conversation in your mind, wondering what you could have said or done differently to keep her interested. It's confusing, it hurts, and it makes you feel powerless. Like you're trying so hard, but nothing seems to work. You want to fix things. You want her to see how much you care. You want her to feel how much you miss her. And so you keep trying to prove your worth, sending her sweet texts, asking when you can see her, checking in to make sure she's okay. But here's the truth that most guys don't realize until it's too late. Sometimes the best thing you can do isn't to chase her, it's to give her space. I know it sounds counterintuitive, and every part of you might resist doing this, because you're scared you'll lose her if you don't keep showing her your effort. But trust me, giving her distance is often what actually brings her back. When you're too close, too available, too eager, it can feel to her like pressure, and pressure pushes people away, even if your intentions are good. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why this works, and how you can do it the right way, so you don't come off as playing games, but instead show her pure confidence and clarity that will shift the way she sees you. No more waiting by your phone feeling anxious. No more questioning your worth based on whether she replies. It's time to step into the version of yourself that knows you're enough and doesn't need to chase to prove it. You're going to understand how to create space that makes her actually feel your absence in a way that pulls her back to you without you having to do anything extra. And when you get this, it changes everything. Let's talk about why giving her space actually works, because understanding this will help you let go of that fear that if you pull back, you'll lose her forever. It all comes down to how we, as humans, are wired to respond to what is scarce and what is always available. You've probably heard of the scarcity principle before, but it's worth repeating here. We value things more when they're not always easy to get, and we start to take things for granted when they're constantly in front of us. Think about the times you really wanted something, whether it was a pair of shoes, a phone, or even an opportunity, and it wasn't easy to get. That made it more exciting, more desirable. And when you finally got it, you appreciated it more. But when something is always there, you stop noticing it. In relationships, this is the same. When you're always texting her, always available, and always there to give her attention, she never has the chance to feel your absence or think about what life feels like without you in it. She doesn't have a reason to wonder about you because you're always right there, ready to reply in seconds, ready to drop everything for her, ready to fix anything she needs. It removes any sense of mystery or curiosity, and curiosity is a powerful emotion that pulls people in when it's present and pushes them away when it's gone. But when you give her space, even just a little, you shift the dynamic entirely. Suddenly, she starts to notice the absence of your energy, your messages, your presence, and that absence makes her think about you in a way she can't when you're always around. It's like when you're used to hearing background music, and it suddenly stops. You notice that silence, and that silence makes her start to wonder about you, miss you, and question what you're doing, who you're with, and why you're not reaching out like before. This space you create doesn't push her away. It actually pulls her back toward you because it creates room for her curiosity to grow and for her to realize your value in her life without you having to keep proving it through constant chasing. Here's where most guys mess up when they try to keep a girl interested but end up pushing her away instead. Instead of giving her space, they panic and start trying harder, thinking that if they just show her how much they care, if they just put in more effort, she will see how much they love her and will want to stay. It feels logical because you think if you just prove your loyalty and consistency, she will appreciate it, but it almost always backfires, and here's why. The first mistake is over-texting. You find yourself constantly checking in with her, asking how her day is going, sending her memes, trying to keep the conversation alive, even when she is giving short replies or taking longer to respond. From your side, it feels like you're maintaining connection, but for her, it can start to feel overwhelming, like there is no room to breathe, and it becomes something she feels she needs to escape from. The second mistake is being too available. Every time she calls, you answer immediately. Every time she wants to see you, you drop your plans, and you're always ready to help her with whatever she needs. It might feel like you're showing her how much you care, but it sends the message that you don't have your own life, and that can actually make her feel like you're placing all your happiness and purpose on her, which is heavy and unattractive. The third mistake is over-explaining yourself when she pulls away. You start sending long texts explaining why you said something, apologizing, clarifying your intentions, and trying to convince her that you're a good guy. Attraction doesn't grow from explanations. It grows from confidence and energy. When you explain too much, it shows insecurity, and insecurity kills attraction faster than you realize. When you fall into these patterns, you're not giving her a reason to feel your absence or wonder about you, and you're also not giving yourself the respect you deserve. Instead of drawing her closer, these actions often push her further away, leaving you feeling confused and frustrated about why your efforts aren't working. So how do you actually give her space in a way that works without feeling like you're ignoring her or playing games? The first step is to pull back on communication, and this doesn't mean ghosting her or giving her the silent treatment out of anger. It means creating a healthy space where you're not constantly initiating conversation, checking in, or sending good morning and good night texts every single day. If you've been texting her daily, allow yourself to stop and let her be the one to reach out first sometimes. Let her feel the shift in energy so she can notice the absence of your constant presence. When you stop flooding her with your attention, it creates room for her to start wondering what you're up to and why you've pulled back, which naturally increases her curiosity and interest in you without you having to force it. The second step is to focus on yourself during this space. This is not just a strategy to get her back, but something that genuinely benefits you as a man. Use this time to hit the gym, work on your goals, deepen your skills, spend time with friends, and live your life with purpose. When she sees that you're still living fully and happily without her constant validation, it triggers a deep curiosity within her about why you are so fulfilled and why you don't seem to need her attention to feel good about yourself. This creates attraction because it shows confidence and emotional strength. The third step is maintaining mystery. You don't need to broadcast every detail of your day on social media or tell her every single thing you're doing. It's okay for her not to know everything about you. If you're out with friends, post a quick story, but don't over-explain where you are or who you're with. Let her imagination fill in the gaps. This mystery creates intrigue, and intrigue is what keeps people interested and wanting to know more about you. Giving her space while you focus on yourself and maintain mystery isn't about playing games. It's about respecting yourself enough to not chase and giving her the chance to realize your value without you constantly trying to prove it. It allows her to feel your absence, and it allows you to grow, which will naturally pull her back. And if she truly values you, so why does giving her space actually bring her back? It's because when you step back, you allow her to feel what life is like without your constant presence. And this is where she starts to truly process her feelings about you. At first, she might feel relieved or even enjoy the space, especially if you were texting her non-stop or being too available before. But as time goes on, she begins to notice the quiet and starts to wonder about you. She begins to question why you're not chasing her anymore, why you're not texting her every morning, why you're not there to instantly validate her with your attention. This curiosity turns into a mental presence in her mind, making her think about you throughout the day. She might see something that reminds her of you, or hear a song that you used to send her, and it will hit her differently because you're not there trying to force her to feel those emotions. This is what psychologists call reactance, the natural human response to want to reclaim something we feel we are losing or have lost. Think about it like your favorite song. When you play it on repeat, you get used to it and it loses its emotional impact. But when you take a break and hear it again, after a while it hits you in a different, deeper way, reminding you of why you loved it in the first place. That's exactly what happens when you give her space. She starts to rediscover what makes you special, what she liked about you, and why you mattered to her. But this time, it's her realization, something you are trying to convince her to feel. When she comes back, it's because she sees your value from a place of clarity, not pressure. She sees that you're not like every other guy who chases and over-explains, that you're someone who respects himself and his time, and that makes you a man worth wanting. Giving her space isn't about manipulating her feelings. It's about stepping into your power and allowing her the freedom to choose you again without the weight of your constant pursuit. It creates a dynamic where she feels drawn back to you naturally, and it allows you to remain in a place of strength and confidence, knowing that if she comes back, it's because she truly sees your worth.